Good day and welcome to Encumbered Properties Red Alert. Today's episode is an exclusive interview with a financial expert, a popular Nigerian YouTuber, Finance with Anne. She's going to take us through a lot financially, how to avoid real estate financial mistakes. It's my pleasure to have you in the building today, ma.
Thank you.
Thank you. Out of your busy schedule, you made it out here.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
It's my pleasure always. So let's get the show running already. As a financial expert with experiences, I would want to know, can you explain how poor financial planning could make one vulnerable to real estate scam?
So poor financial planning can make someone very vulnerable to real estate scams because financial planning makes you to have a long-term perspective to your money and your investments. But when you don't plan like that, you become open to getting money quickly. You will not have that patience and you'll be looking forward to getting quick wins. And this is something that scammers know, and that is what they target. So when they come to you with these opportunities, you tend to fall victim because you haven't really sat down to plan your finances, to have a long-term view of what you want to achieve. So you start to fall victim to all these little get quick risk schemes. And but when you plan, when you do your finance planning right, which is something I help my clients to do, you have the patience to ask the right questions, to do the right checks, to do your due diligence, and to be able to walk away from any shady deal that you see without feeling like I'm losing out on something and all that. Yeah. So that is what the right financial planning can help you to do.
Well, thank you for that clarification. I
You're
would
welcome.
love to know, what red flags should people watch out for when dealing with real estate agents or sellers?
Oh, okay. That's a beautiful question. The first red flag you should watch out for is pressure to pay quickly. When they start mounting that pressure, the offer is ending tonight, you have to pay within 24 hours and all that, because they're mounting that pressure so that you wouldn't have time to do your due diligence check. Okay. So once that pressure is there, it's time for you to take take a deep breath and, do what you need to do. Every investment in the real estate should follow due diligence. Okay. And this is something that I'm happy that Encumbered Properties is offering now, helping people to do this so that they will not be pressured into making these bad investment decisions. So another red flag that you should look out for when dealing with these real estate agents is too good to be true pricing. Okay. So when you want to invest in real estate, you're supposed to look at what is obtainable in that area that you're trying to invest in. So when they're offering you a price that is cheaper, more affordable than what is obtainable around you, that should, give you something that you should check more for, because you might think you're getting a good deal, but instead you're actually falling for a scam and getting yourself to lose your money and all. So yes, so when the price is too good to be true, that's a red flag. So the third red flag that you should look out for when dealing with these real estate agents is an unwillingness to allow you to involve a third-party professional. Okay, so for example, you tell them, okay, I have this company, Encumbered Properties, that I want to help me conduct due diligence, and they're like, oh no, we can do everything ourselves. We have all the, we have done all the due diligence for you. You don't need to involve a lawyer. You don't need to involve Encumbered Properties. Red flag, because they're trying to protect you, and not protect you. They're trying to make sure that you don't discover the scam, because they know that when you involve a company like Encumbered Properties, they will find out that this is a shady deal and protect you and all. So that is a red flag. So the last but not the least red flag that you should look out for when you're dealing with these real estate agents is when they offer you a non-transparent payment structure. So when they start encouraging you to pay more with cash or to pay through digital currencies like crypto and all, then that is a red flag, because they're doing it so that they will not be able to be, traced easily when they want to, get away with the scam. And also, it's always good to deal with credible companies with their bank accounts and, commercial banks that you can always report and try to recover your money if things go badly. So always avoid dealing with cash, only cash, and also avoid dealing with crypto payments, all those online digital currencies that that is not easily traceable. That is a red flag.
Powerful. I think this is a heavy one for all of us to learn from. I just learned this one today.
Yes.
Now, moving on, I want to know, despite the rampancy of real estate scams, why do you think people still skip due diligence checks? And how can financial discipline help to prevent such recklessness?
Yeah. All right, that's a wonderful question. You see, why people still fall for these real estate scams, even though we think we have enough information and everything out there already, is because one, a lot of people lack the patience. Okay, we want to get money so quickly. We want to, want to feel that we got a good deal. Okay, and that reason is lack of financial literacy. Some people really don't understand. Just like what happened with CBEX, some people were like they didn't even know it was a wrong investment. People don't really understand, how investment works to know, okay, this is a good one and this is a bad one.
Sorry, what is financial literacy?
Okay, so financial literacy is you educating yourself about how money works, how the whole money system works, okay, how money comes in, how money goes out, how you can get your money to work for you, how you can manage your money better, how you can increase your earning capacity, and how you can send your money to work for you so that your money can also work for you as hard as you're working for the money.
That sounds insightful.
Yes. So another reason why people also fall for these scams is that a lot of people have the fear of missing out. Okay. So when a real estate investment is raining, they feel like, oh my God, all my friends are doing it, my neighbors are doing
I
it.
need to
If
key
I
into
don't,
this.
yes, exactly. If I don't key into this now, I'm going to miss out. I'm going to, when they're celebrating, I'm not going to be, that is all. They'll just pack all their money and they go in without doing the, due diligence they need to do. So that's impatience, lack of financial literacy, and also the fear of missing out is what is the three top reasons why people still fall for these investment scams.
I want to do this because my neighbor did. The sense of competition leading a lot of people astray.
So to the second part of your question, you asked how financial discipline can help to prevent these, situations. So when you're financially disciplined, you'll be able to have the discipline and the patience to have delayed gratification. When you're not in a hurry to make this money, when you're not in a hurry when you don't have that fear of missing out, okay, you'll be able to analyze each investment well before you go into it. You ask the right questions, and you will also be disciplined and confident enough to walk away from that investment that that doesn't align with your long-term goals. You understand? You won't have that, oh my God, I need to do this, I must do this because everybody's doing it. You have that discipline because you have already done your financial planning. You know what your long-term financial strategy is, and you'll be able to say, no, I don't want to do this, and walk away. So yes, that is where financial discipline comes in.
In other words, financial discipline cues desperation.
Exactly.
As a financial expert, what are your thoughts on cooperative housing schemes vis-a-vis personal savings for land?
All right, so both have their place, okay, depending on the individual's goals and all that. So if you're planning and saving towards real estate investment, for example, and an opportunity comes out and you've done your due diligence and you know that this is the right investment for you, but what you have saved, your personal savings, is not enough. Now, this is where you can take advantage of this cooperative savings to be able to beef up and make up what you already have, okay? And this is actually wonderful because now we have several options. Okay, we have the federal government mortgage plan that we can actually use to get up to 25% of our equity contributions. We also have this PenCom plan where you can actually even take some money from your pension funds to go towards your real estate investment. So yes, two of them work together beautifully in order to help you to, achieve your real estate investment goals.
Wow, powerful. I think I just learned new things today. From your expert perspective, what would you say are the consequences of investing wrongly? I mean, buying into encumbered properties or litigated properties. What are the consequences on the buyer's finances?
Wow, it can be a lot. Consequences can be bad. It can really, I've seen it, affect people so badly. So starting from the loss of capital, a lot of people have pulled their whole life savings. A lot of people have even borrowed to invest in these encumbered properties. So when they find out that they have made a wrong investment, it can be very devastating. Apart from the fact that they have lost their whole life savings, they now have some, so maybe some debts they have to pay back, and then it can wear them down emotionally. Like some of them never really recover from it anymore, And then we also have the legal fees because sometimes you have to start going to court. There's a lot of back and forth. There's a lot of stress that
just
comes
like
from
using
it.
your money to buy basic.
Thank you. Using your money to buy trouble it's not something I wish on anybody. Okay, so and that's why I love what Encumbered Properties is doing, because they're going to be saving lives, not just saving people's money and all that. They're actually saving lives by what they're offering.
Thank you so much for that compliment.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Now let's get to the final question from my end here. What is the one action you would recommend for a viewer right now to take to improve their readiness for profitable real estate investments?
Okay, so the first step I would tell every viewer now to take is actually a very simple but powerful step, and that is to create their real estate investment account. So you can do this by putting your money in a mutual fund, for example, a money market fund, and then have a plan that every month you must pay in a certain amount of money into it. No matter how small it is, start with what you have and then work towards building it and growing that amount. Okay. And then while you're doing this, you're opening up yourself to learn about real estate investments, to learn about how to conduct a due diligence, how to spot red flags and all that. And also start to surround yourself with, the people that will give you the right answers to your questions when you're ready. Okay, so that can be a financial coach, that can be Encumbered Properties, for example, knowing that they will teach you about these investments, and also when you're ready, they'll help you to conduct the due diligence you need. So as your money is growing and as you're making more money, you're adding more to your account and you're learning all these things. When you're finally ready, you have everything in place to make sure that you don't fall into any wrong investments.
So it's more like take it easy, one step at a time.
Yes.
One step at a time.
Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in
a hurry. Desperation leads to destruction.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Ann, for taking your time to be here today. I know how busy you are as a person. I am a fan of yours. I see the work you do on YouTube. Keep it up. The Lord we serve is your strength.
Thank you.
All right, I look forward to having a good conversation like this with you subsequently.
I look forward to that too.
Till then, stay safe and stay out of troubled properties. I am Rex Chinedu Agwawike, thanking you for watching.